Welcome to your timeless pick a card reading. Today I'm going to be looking at what energy cycle are you in within your life right now. We all go through different energy cycles at different points, which mean different things in our life. And when we understand the energy or the cycle of what you are going through, you can understand why you are going through certain things in your life right now. So if you are drawn to pile or card 1, card number 2 or card number 3, then please pick your card. You may be drawn to one or more, and that is okay. We are going to be starting with card number 1. So, welcome card number 1. The energy that you are in right now is the energy of clearing. I feel this has been going on for probably the last 9 months, and I feel like this is an 18-month energy. And it might be more, it might be a little bit less for you, but I feel like you've realised that time is ticking and things are not changing, and you are almost having to be a little bit ruthless with yourself in the things that you are accepting. I feel like you've been stripped back bare. There has been some form of small awakening that is happening with you as you look around and be like, I'm not being walked over by this person, I'm not having it with this person. And the ending doesn't have to be anything massive and external, but internal. It's like stripping you bare. You're going back to the core of how you feel. I want to say to you, card number 1, that you are letting somebody back in your life, or somebody is wanting to come back in your life, maybe a friend or a family member that you didn't feel supported you at one point, but actually wants to support you now. I want to say, card 1, make sure that you don't become so stubborn that you don't realise that people can change and grow too. The only way you will recognise if anyone has changed is as long as they change their behaviour or take accountability. I feel for you, card 1, that you are either in a relationship or have a situation with somebody right now that is leading to you to feel gaslit, misunderstood, sad. And I'm not here to say to sever this connection, but I am here to say that this connection needs work. You're needing to realise that change is needed here. Time is not going to make this situation better. Time is not going to make you feel better about this situation. You learning boundaries, you learning what it is you require from this connection, and also learning what they are able to offer in this connection. I feel that you struggle with change because you have been hurt so much in your past that you almost don't want to feel that rejection. You don't want to feel that loss, which can make you stay in things longer than you deserve, because what happens is you're just trying to avoid the painful ending or the painful change. And what I mean by that is ending and change. Anything that is coming out of the comfortableness is painful. But you've got to realise that you need to go through painful times of conflict and navigation so that people can learn what you deserve. You can teach people what you deserve, and things can recalibrate. Those who are meant to be in your life will stay in your life, and those who are not will go. Card number 2. Card number 2. I actually feel that you have either come from card number 1, or if you haven't come from card number 1, you have been through the situation of card number 1, which is the endings and the rebirths, and you are now in the rebuild. If you are coming from card number 1, if you do start putting boundaries in and you start realising what your needs are and letting change happen, you are going to go into a rebirth. Change is going to happen for the best. You're going to learn to be vulnerable but also guarded. I want to say to you that the raven was given in card number 1, and the raven is being given, and it was so small and I didn't say it. The raven's there and the raven's there. The spirit animal, the raven, is being called to you, and you're being asked to research. And I feel like the raven gives intuition, the ability to, I would never ever normally say this, but if card number 2, you are wanting to have a baby within your future, there is a baby that's coming. Okay, if you don't worry about this, but for the small minority, and I never normally give predictions on futures, but Spirit have given me that if this is something that you are wanting, then it will happen. Okay, I feel it here. But I also feel that somebody in card number 2 has lost babies. I don't know why I'm giving this, and I never normally give this, but I have to always trust in Spirit and what they give me. Somebody's going to have a rainbow baby. I don't know who this is. Let me know if it ever happens, because I really, really feel it here. But there is babies in spirit for some of you here, and your babies are wanting you to know that they are with you. So some of you may not have another rainbow baby, but you do have babies in spirit, and your babies are wanting you to. And I don't normally get this in the cards. I am a medium, but I have to give everything spirit give me, and I've learned to trust. But card number 2, you are really learning to use your intuition. You're learning to see things a bit deeper, and you're learning to trust them. You are connecting to higher self, whether you understand it or not. You have been through so many hard things that even though change is uncomfortable, you are realizing that it has been needed. And I don't think, even though you may still hold fear, I don't think you're as fearful as you once was, because you've come through so much. You're realizing, I can get through more. You've got to learn to be a little bit stubborn, card number 2, because you are a people pleaser. You are somebody that wants to support people at all costs, but you've got to support yourself. I send you so much love, card number 2. Card number 1. Card number 3. So we don't have the major arcana here, card number 3, which actually signifies, and this is weird because I only worked from the major arcana, but this little bad boy slipped in. So I feel that this was meant to be. I don't feel in card number 3 that you are going, and if you've come from the other cards, this might be a little extra bonus, and it could be that you've watched all 3, and this is actually like you've come through the hardships, you're learning your lessons. So I think most of you have watched all 3 actually. And now you've got to be careful of not self-sabotaging. If you haven't come from the previous 2, then it tells me that there is no major energy, but I think you have. But there's no major energy going on as massive shifts, apart from the fact that, and actually that's a good thing, but what it is going on is there is a bit of self-sabotage going on, meaning when we change the way we look at things, the way we look at things change. And that doesn't mean positive thinking or reframing things. But what it does mean is, I feel for you, card number 3, that you have got to learn to teach yourself, to teach your brain to look for joy too. And I have a gratitude journal as a tenner on my website. I'm not here to promote, but that teaches you to rewire your brain for gratitude, for joy. It teaches you, because a brain that's been through a lot of things, a programming, a lot of trauma, oh my God, it looks for problems all the time. It looks for what it needs to fix. And it's not saying you're a problem seeker, but it's saying you're so used to having to protect yourself from things. Now all you seem to see is the problems, is things you need to fix, things you need to do. Your brain is whirring. A gratitude journal, or learning to, because a gratitude journal focuses on learning to rewire your brain and create new neuro snaps for you to also be able to see joy, for you to also be able to feel things. And it's not about finding positivity in life or focusing on happy things, but it's about realizing that your brain has been wired because of your pain to now keep protecting yourself, because anything that gets hyper focused on, that's all the brain can see. I know this because I'm a therapist. I specialize in trauma awareness. I specialize in holistic healing. Alexa, stop. Sorry. And I understand how the brain works. So for pile 3, I feel like your brain is in a little trap, a trap of wanting to protect you at all costs. But now these costs are, you need to be able to learn to feel joyful, to connect to things, to feel really happy about worrying what's going to go wrong. Because card number 3, you're in a little bit of the self-sabotage. It's a little bit of clearing that mind. So I would say to you, card 3, I would recommend learning a bit of mindfulness, sitting with the breath, learning, not meditation to connect to spirit, but learning to listen to some meditation so you can start to calm your mind. Does meditation calm your mind straight away? No, but over time, quite quickly, it starts to slow your thoughts down. Because when you're focusing on something else and not your thoughts don't become like tumbleweed. Card number 3, I do want to say to you that the fog is clearing. So I really do think that you have come from the 2 other cards, I'm not going to lie. Because, and if you haven't, then maybe you need to watch them, because it's almost like the fog is lifting, like the breakthrough is happening. You're going to really learn to see things more clearly. You have pile, or card 3, been quite masculated in your energy of always trying to protect yourself. In your card number 3, you're really learning to be the vulnerable feminine self, where you take care of yourself, where you know what you need, where you don't have to be defensive all the time. I want to send you all so much love for this readings. Take care, and mwah!